of Radiohead. They're performing tonight in Toronto. Sold out show at the Maple Leaf Gardens. So what camera are we on right now?
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's like, oh, okay. It's like, hey. Of course, they're here at their recent album, OK Computer. So, OK Computer, first off, are you fellas okay?
Are we on now?
Yeah, we're on.
You sure?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we are.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. The traveling...
I thought you were just rehearsing.
Yeah.
Sorry. I've messed it up. Should we start again?
So are you okay? Or what have been your concerns today?
Today?
Yeah.
Getting up, I think.
And not throwing up, yeah.
You managed to keep everything in there?
Well, you asked.
This album has had a ginormous critical acclaim. Ginormous. Very many people loving the album. And I was reading, like, you've gotten 5,000 awards all total for the particular album.
Well, The Office is just a...
Award Central.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Climb over it.
How many zeros did you have on there?
They said 5,000 awards.
Nearer
Top
50,
10 list.
I think so, yeah.
And also, Q Magazine had a reader's poll.
Yeah.
And you were voted as, this album was voted as best album ever created. How do you react to that praise?
Just like that.
Yeah. Yay!
Ed's was the best reaction, because obviously we didn't take it very seriously, and Ed went out with his friends and got back to his house and put on Revolver, which was #2.
Right.
We beat Revolver, you see, by the Beatles, and just walked around the house going, #2. And he thought that was funny, but his mates didn't. So they didn't see the joke.
Does it make you feel good, though?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
You figure, hey.
Yeah.
But
Let's wait to see what the all-time polls say next year.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
This particular wave will pass.
Yeah.
Could you ever think even in terms of your favorite album of ever?
Well, it's a daft thing to run in a magazine, you know. It's like, oh no, what do we run? How can we fill 10 pages? It's a completely pointless exercise, really. And it just makes you feel uncomfortable, ultimately. But, you know, it's kind of funny, and then you feel a bit uncomfortable.
Well, a lot of people, like, a lot of artists strive for recognition, for validation of their work. Some great creators never really get recognized.
Yeah, exactly.
But does this make you feel more confident in your work? Having all this recognition for it?
The two sides offset each other, don't they, really?
I don't know. Buys us some space, maybe.
Yeah, we can take a bit of time off now.
But it's one of these things, you know. It just doesn't alter how we, you know, intrinsically work as a band, I think. And it would be very sad if it did, really.
Yeah.
So, no, I mean, we just muddle on in our own way, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just dazed and confused, really, about the whole thing, completely.
You've been making music together for a long time now. Do you see yourselves as better artists now than before, or is there a constant? Has it been a constant sort of?
I think we're a better unit now.
Yeah.
I think between the five of us, we work an awful lot more effectively now. I think we listen to each other an awful lot more.
And it's kind of a lot more fun. There's less fighting going on, and there's less sort of. It's very much sort of. Everyone's willing to experiment and not take it seriously, which is, considering the position we're in, I think, kind of exciting thing, really. And we now have lots of friends who surround us that make us confident, and they're working, you know, in other areas. And
to come along and say how good we are.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yes.
Which is great, and we pay them money and then they go away.
Do you listen to your own music?
No.
No.
No way.
No. Maybe some of the B-sides sometimes.
When we have to relearn them.
Yeah, exactly.
So then the most important process of the music is what, the creation of it, or the performance, or?
Well, you know, I mean, with OK Computer, I think we know every single note on that album. We've heard it over and over again. So, you know, the last thing you want to do is actually sit down and go trawl through it all again. So, you know, it's healthy not to, especially when you're touring as well. I think it's healthy not to listen to the material. I
think it's the kind of the worst thing about the way the music business works now is that you make an album and then, you know, I mean, we got to the point with OK Computer where we knew every single note, every single tiny little sound in that record, you know, to the point where it was just driving us insane. And now we don't have that, and that's kind of a relief because you can move on. But I think really, if you're a painter or a novelist, you just move on. You wouldn't go out and have to sell the thing for a year. And I mean, it's a good record and everything, you know, but we're finished now.
It'd be a bit like having a load of photographs of yourself up around the house, your house everywhere.
Yeah, and we've been to a few houses like that where people have.
Yeah.
Right, or if you were a novelist and you wrote a great book and then every day you sat reading that book that you wrote, that great book. One of the awards that you won was the Grammy Award for Best Alternative Music Performance. And how is it, like, you have the music is very emotional. How is it to get into that space to perform music while on tour? Is it an easy place to, like, go into?
For me personally, I can't. I'd like to be able to meditate, right? Because that would be a nice thing, because that stops me going crazy. But I can't meditate. The way I do it is when we play. When we play music, that's when I get my headspace and my head's clear.
I've noticed too, like through your whole career, playing to, like, you know, maybe 50 people in the Railway Club in Vancouver, to playing arenas. There's like a weird love-hate relationship that you have in performing. Like at the Railway Club show, people were blabbing and talking, and you couldn't hear yourselves, and you got pissed off. And then seeing you at a big arena and seeing all these moshers squishing people up front was a cause for concern. What is it that bugs you at shows that makes you sort of have to, like, address the audience to say, hey? It's
when you do large shows, it's very frightening because for me it's very frightening because it switches between being the most amazing experience on earth when everyone's on your wavelength to being in front of a mob, which is utterly terrifying. And I mean, I've only sort of seen the other two bands that I've seen do it, and do it well, are REM and U2. But it's not something, I think it takes a lot out of you mentally. It kind of, to have all those people in your head, it's really not very easy at all. And anybody who says it is lying or on drugs.
We're going to take a look at your video, No Surprises, and we'll be back with Radiohead. This is a very, very strange video for No Surprises. Did you have to hold your breath through the whole time? And was that a difficult... You can really hold your breath a long time.
Well, it took 2 days of rehearsal and stunt people, and it was terrifying, the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my whole life.
Wow. Looks like it. Okay, No Surprises, Radiohead will be back with Thom and Phil in a bit.
What do we do?
Back with Phil and Thom of Radiohead. So you have the EP Airbag of B-sides, as well as a videotape containing 7 of your music videos.
7 television commercials.
7 television commercials. So do you guys see music videos as a valid form, like an art form?
They are, but they're also sadly television commercials.
Yeah. Yeah, so then you do appreciate the form.
Yes. Yes. The only thing about, you know, yeah, it would be art if you weren't selling something.
Yeah.
But you're selling something, so it's not.
We appreciate working with good directors, though, which fortunately we have.
Yeah.
I saw a rumor on the internet that Thom, in the latest drugstore video, it features your butt, your naked butt.
Yep.
Is that correct? Really?
Yes, you can count the hairs.
We're sprawling all around on the ground in the mud, naked. Actually, no, but anyway. But that was the original script that they got through, and we decided that that was the best way to promote the video. So we sent out that script, but that's not actually the video.
So it is true your butt is on there. Your mud-covered butt.
I can't confirm or deny that.
So what are your future plans then? Like, you're going to tour for a while, Do you know what kind of direction the next album will be taking?
That sort of direction. Down.
I mean, we have been playing trying some new songs on this tour, but you know, that is absolutely no indication of how the album's going to sound, really. So at the end of this, we're touring for another week, and then we take the summer off.
Very
We've
good.
got a summer holiday. Yeah, 4 months of it.
Has fame changed your life a lot? Like when you go back home to Oxford, do you guys hang out together, or what sort of lives do you lead there?
We've no idea. We haven't got one.
That's why we're taking time off.
Yeah, because you're always on the go.
Yeah. 6 years without one, we ought to go and try and find one. Otherwise, no one will want to hear the music that we make.
Yes.
Because it'll be drivel. Because we'll have ceased to be human beings.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what kind of, if you're homebodies or if you're
all the songs will be about
night.
babies and good food.
Good food. Some of your music really conveys a sense of pathos, so sort of at odds with oneself or with the world. Do you feel like now you're at a place in your life where you feel that you're understood a bit more and that you understand?
No.
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 Pretty
No, I think that's a myth.
Whole...
I don't think that happens.
No? Yeah. How about you yourself, Phil?
Do you feel understood, Phil? Do you feel understood, Phil?
No, never. God, no, really, I'm only 30. That's not much time to get things sussed.
Yeah, I think when you're about 70, you start to get understood. Isn't that right, Chris? When you get old, mate. Yeah. Sorry.
It's this. This is sort of might seem like a non sequitur, but it's like the Passover weekend, Easter weekend.
And we've got no Easter eggs.
No,
you
no
have
Easter
no
eggs.
Easter eggs.
No, we didn't know it was Easter.
Mother Hen doesn't visit on tour.
Well, you'll probably get a lot of Easter eggs tonight at your show.
Oh no.
Do you fellows believe in an afterlife? Yeah, I know.
Wow. Easter eggs, afterlife. There's a connection.
I think I prefer the Easter eggs, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've just been reading all about that. Sleepless nights. During sleepless nights. Oh yeah.
So you get a sense that, or do you believe in like that life continues after this particular space of being a human being?
Well, it has to, isn't it? It's obvious.
And yourself, Phil?
I remain sceptical. I have to say. Oh yeah, it'd be very reassuring to think that it did, but yeah, something in me jars against the idea, I think.
Well, yeah, I was talking with Dave over there at the control board, and he was saying that he's been reading some stuff in which, you know, we're sort of limited. We're kind of an in-between technology, like an 8-track player. We only have our senses, really, to perceive the world. And perhaps that, I don't know, maybe that changes once we develop other perceptions. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it is kind of interesting to ask people that are intelligent human beings whether or not...
Thank you very much.
They
All right,
believe
so
in
when are they coming in?
Yeah. When you get them here.
So there you go. Well, good to have you in here again.
Yeah. Well, there's this great book that I read called that I take on tour all the time.
Oh yeah, which is that?
Tibetan Book of Living and Dying, which is a kind of rewrite of the Tibetan Book of the Dead by Sogyal Rinpoche.
Hey Dave, is that the book you're reading? I'm reading. So the Book of Living and Dying, based on the Tibetan Book of the Dead.
Yeah, I mean he's from Tibet and so on.
I've been reading the teachings of the Dalai Lama.
Oh yeah, I want to get that.
Yeah. So very good. Good luck with your show tonight, and tomorrow night you're in Montreal, and all the best.
Thanks.
We're going to end off with your video, Karma Police, Radiohead.
Too much coffee.